quickly join the Discord call. I might as well. But to start off here, a few things have to be done. I believe. Let me see if Fun has its dev build on here.
Oh, that's interesting. YouTube actually says you're streaming now. I didn't a few days ago. I thought.
You're talking about Discord, and yes, yours does too.
What?
Yours does too.
No, I know, but yours doesn't. But I didn't know YouTube. Oh, I just thought it was a Twitch thing. I just saw it when you were live on Twitch.
Well, yeah, it has to be integrated. Okay.
No, I know that. I'm just like.
Latest development release.
So wait, emeralds spawn on the surface of mountains now.
Yes. That would be correct. Emeralds are harder. My ears.
A cripetti.
I don't know how the audio sounds. Let's see if it's gonna work properly. OpenJDK is annoying. I mean, it's required, but the fact that there's so many versions of it does not make it fun. I'm gonna decrease the music volume slightly for myself, because I am doing mildly complicated stuff. Max ticks per load, max ticks per projectile, for distance. Honestly, most of airplane stuff can be just kept standard. Spigot's the annoying one to go through. Log villager devs, yes. Time, yes. Sample size, yep. Debug. Yeah. Log name defs. Sure. Silent command blocks, yes. Commands log, yep. Server restarting. I can fix this later.
Trying to traverse is terrifying. Because when you're on the step and you're going to plummet.
Fair enough. I believe if I decrease this way, it should be slower. Or no, more often, because I don't really care there. Arrows despawning don't really matter to me. Yep, Winston.
What are you streaming?
Setting up the freaking thing.
1.18.
Mm-hmm.
You able to add that world gen thing?
What?
Or
Well,
no?
well, I can't add the world gen thing if you want me to then add the seed. I need an answer on one or the other.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, frick the world gen thing. Seed.
Because I can't do both. Okay. Slime fun.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Slime fun.
God damn it.
What happened?
Oh, no, nothing. Minecraft crashed again.
Sorry. Sorry, darling. Okay. Well, I am looking at the help menu.
My ear infection, or whatever the fuck, is being a bitch right now, man. Yeah. I took my thing, but like...
Sorry, darling. You need to get proper antibiotics.
Yeah, I know.
Oh goodness, what's the command? I'm gonna have to look at that repo server, cause
Alberto, get out! Get out.
add-ons, wiki.
Leave.
I guess we'll just read the wiki. For slime fun.
Alberto, leave. Be
Is
gone.
there commands
What's
looking on
your
here?
profile picture? That's a tiny chicken.
Versions, and it's add-ons. FS versions works. SF versions. How many add-ons work systematically? That was very much not the command. You lied to me.
Say it in the woo-woo thing, Bert.
You lied to me. Why? Did that or my...
That's me.
Oh, I put 2 SFs. It didn't lie to me. Current add-ons installed, or what are this? I have to reinstall all the add-ons.
What are you doing, Bert?
All the add-ons have to be reinstalled for this version. It's mildly annoying.
What are you doing? What are you doing today?
Let me... Okay.
Brett.
Yes, my love? What? Are you even in the call? You're completely... I cannot hear you. I don't think she's okay. I cannot understand you. You're just not picking up. There it goes. Can I... I mean, there's sources available, but how many of this actually works on 1.18? I don't think many of these work on 1.18 yet.
Join call. Oh god. I took a nap. I slept for like 3 hours. I don't know. Fair enough.
Are any of these updated properly?
Brought the source.
Yes.
A wild birdo.
Yeah.
Weird.
What about a wild birdo?
A wild birdo. And he's like.
What did you say, sir? You gotta remember that I'm doing stuff that's not is very much not the easiest thing to do. Is this updated yet? Am I gonna have to wait on that one?
I just need some shit.
No. Bumped versions. Did this increase the version? Does this for 1.18 now? I mean, I can just test if it supports 1.18. It's probably this bit here. Is there anything here that's relevant? That is very much not a plugin that should be allowed on here.
Okay, question of the...
Yep. Yep. That sounds like an update.
Can I please just find the villager sheep? That's a chunky mountain. I'm gonna climb it.
Spawn control per player spawn, so I need this, I need that.
Shit. Wait.
Oh, they finally had. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Huh. That's
One Piece? Really, game?
That's an interesting concept. Why did it not download the base one? Oh, I'm actually want to try. Eventually.
I have a Minecraft world I haven't played in months. Oh.
Okay.
He has a thought.
Spawn.
What are the abundance of O's, Alberto?
Oh, what's up? Not much. Not much is up at the moment. Just trying to work on setting this up. I'm doing another full process of properly setting up a server. This is my first time, of course. Done this many times at this point, but still tedious, nevertheless, even when you're doing it automated.
ID?
What's there?
No, nothing. Just Alberto.
Hello.
Oh, it's another surface.
It's gonna be what's called semi-modded. It's kind of a difficult concept to explain. Vanilla modded or semi-modded. Basically, in Minecraft 1.14, they added custom models and a lot of other features that you can do. Well, along with an intelligent developers that have come and joined the community, you can basically simulate entire modded features entirely in Minecraft. You can have bosses that are their own custom models. You can have entire tech machines, including working quarries that move by themselves, and you don't need anything but a texture pack when you join the world. It's a interesting concept that has been fully being embraced. I'm going to show you right here. If look at my screen in a second. If I look at search Nova, it's probably the best example of this is Nova. Nova is probably one of the most, if I can search Minecraft after it, Nova is probably one of the most impressive examples of this in recent years. They simulate pretty much the entirety of buildcraft and thermal expansion in Minecraft. You have gears, you have powders, you have a mob generator, you have batteries, you have power generators, you have 3 different types of power generators. They're working on more. They have an entire quarry system. Everything has custom GUIs, etc. So it's a very interesting concept. A concept that personally I would never get into because it's so complex for it to start from scratch. But I am using their work and combining it with setting up a server so that I am able to start this SMP. It might become public at some point, but at the moment I am unsure. But that is the end goal, is to make it semi-modded. So right now,
Funny cube game.
right now the plugins slash things that are simulated is brewery, which is basically a kind of drinking slash, I believe it's either magic or it's like alcohol based, like you make your own drinks.
No.
I don't remember what brewery was. What'd you say?
No, it's drink. It's drink.
Okay, well, yeah, I believe it's a plugin where you can make your own concoctions of drinks. And then Slime Fun is a plugin loader. And basically, yeah, it's like an interesting concept. It's a concept that Mojang was gracious enough to add for people to be able to do when they added a much better system. Previously in like 1.8, you were never able to do anything to this scale. Like, for example, on like Hypixel, if you play any of their games that are 1.8 use a custom texture pack, what they're actually doing is they're just overwriting Minecraft models. Well, for an SMP, that's not very viable because that removes an entire item from the entire game. You're unable to get that item. Then they upgraded to a system that uses durability values. Well, this had the issue that any item that you wanted to have a custom model could never be breakable anymore, because otherwise it would change its durability value and then change its model. And then finally, they added a actually decent system that just uses an arbitrary number and has no impact on anything else. Every item has no impact on any other version of the item. It's perfectly unique. And this is the single-handedly probably best decision they have. My one criticism is they didn't finish it. It does not work for armor at all. It is the most annoying thing to do armor ever. The only way people have found out to do is somewhat similar to do like custom cosmetics without, say, Badline Client or something, is to have a item in a armor stand's hand and then have it fly above a player, basically, and then follow the player around, which can have lag issues. So they added it for blocks. They added it for all items. Are you okay? And please stop screaming. It's killing my ears, please. I have to keep my volume a little high right now.
I died.
Were you playing
And I
hardcore?
was really far away.
Oh, shall we, honey? Do you mind sending me that seed? Is there a DM somewhere?
Oh,
Did you pin it? You pinned it? Okay.
Don't brawl me, Bert. Don't brawl me. Okay, well, this seed sucked anyway, but...
This shouldn't take me honestly terribly long, so hello. Hello. I'm sorry, I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna butcher your name. Qualzo? I butchered that. No, it's not zone. It's Qualuzo. I'm not very good at attempting to pronounce names. I'm just gonna go with that one. Where's the seed value anyway? Oh, that's right. They added this. This is wait, do you actually have to change this notice? Yeah, I know. I'm wondering if they did what I think they did, and if they did, that's mildly annoying. A lot more than mildly annoying. Is that really the way they did this? Because it shouldn't be in controllable in Spigot. It should be, paper? Or is it paper controlling it? Because it shouldn't be controlled by either. Seed. Seed-based features on. Seed-based world search loads chunks. It's fine. I'm blanking. Oh, there it is. Level seed. There it is. All this is fine. Oh, wow, this is off at the moment. Spawn protection. It's fine. Alright, let me find the pin of the seed we wanted to use. The one that it starts with the S, right? Or did you not mean to have the S in front of it? Because it goes S10. 3. The seed?
What?
the seed you have, it has S1030, then the seed name or number. Do you want the S or not the S?
Let me look. Hold on.
And then the motto doesn't matter at the moment.
Just try without the S, and then teleport to those things and see if it works. If not, then I can find it, I think.
This will be a very annoying process then.
My bad.
Yeah, because I have to fully reset the world.
Yeah.
Because normally I don't believe C's have numbers in them, or letters in them. I have to delete the world file, and then reinsert the data folder. So it should be bang. Yeah, it should be this. Gone. Gone. And then finally remove the world file, and that should solve every issue here. I should delete the nether in the end anyway, so it doesn't have an overlapping issue. Oh wait, the server's not stopped, it's just gonna overwrite those folders anyway. Forgot about that. That is an on me thing, and then delete the cache. And that should be everything that's gonna pull from. And there we go. I will, while I'm doing this, set up my Minecraft so that I can tab over to it when I show it off what we currently are looking at the moment in a second, because I do have everything set up development-wise. Except that. Except that. My bad. I had to fix that before we can do anything. I don't have an updated enough VA version to connect to my hub. Huh. Well, that's a problem. Because if I can't connect to the central hub, then I can't do anything.
Wait, you can't connect to Ghosted?
No, because Ghosted's, I haven't updated the VA version on it. VA version is the thing that allows you to join on newer versions in the server jar itself. Ghosted is running a version that does not have 1.18 recognition. So versions are not able to join as it stands right now. It needs probably restart. No, the hub's on an auto restarting cycle. I would say it probably needs restarting anyway, but no, the hub's restarting every 12 hours anyway. Because I set up an auto respawn script for that. Alright, then we should be able to just start this. Alright. I'll probably have to op myself, but that should generate the world from fresh, and then we should be good. There we go. But yeah. So the end goal is probably to eventually take this public. Whether I reset the world first or not, it's up in the air. 1.18 plugins are kind of beta, because 1.18 itself hasn't been out. I mean, it's been out for, what, about a month? 1.18 plugins take a while to finish. I mean, almost every plugin's based off Paper. Paper only came out with a full version release, like, 2 weeks ago, so it takes them about 2 weeks out of the 4 weeks to actually push their updates, which then kind of makes it much more difficult to actually, well, do anything until you wait for Paper. So there's a high chance that there might be very much wrong, so I do not want to release anything even close to remotely public until the point that it is at least stable enough to not spontaneously combust, which is my fear, because I do not trust it.
But spontaneously combusting is entertaining.
No.
Sparkles.
Oh, wait. Never mind. I have to update the proxy too. We're using proxy-based things, aren't we? Are we or not? Wait. That's a very good question. Versions allowed to join. Huh. Okay, let me see if I can go to the hub. Hub. VA version. Did it restart properly? You're running an outdated Java version. Okay. So I can get around this. Because it's not wanting to let me join on 1.18. And I don't have exactly the best fix for this at the moment.
I might end my stream and go put my eardrops in, because my both of them are now hurting so bad.
I hope you're okay.
Oh. Ear infections, I think, are a lovely, lovely little thing. How long have I been going for? I did not start my stream 2 minutes ago. Don't lie to me.
Yeah, it doesn't exactly properly check.
86 minutes ago. You know, I'm gonna call that good. I need to take care of. I gotta go take care of my freaking hearing devices.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Talk to you in a bit. Wait, is VA version itself even updated to support 1.18? It is. Should be. Okay. I don't know why it's not wanting to work properly. Restart again. Huh. It's running Java 16. Well, the system's running Java 16. I hope they don't consider Java 16 outdated, because Java 16 is the second most recent Java version, and if we're having to update every single version, good luck keeping any support, because almost nothing updates to the newest version. It's really hard to get stuff to update to the newest version. A lot of people use what's called the one version behind rule, which is if the newest version is, say, let's say Minecraft, for example. You're making a Minecraft server, a very large server. The rule of thumb that a lot of people follow is you always are one version behind. So if Minecraft's currently on 1.18, your server's 1.17, because Minecraft will have done all of the patching that is required to not have too many issues on your server on 1.17. So that's the general idea of it. Luck Perms is throwing a fit. That should not have an issue. Why are we... Luck Perms? Not full turns. VA version? We good? We good? 1.18. And supported Minecraft version. Outdated server. Outdated server. For example, easy to configure to block protocols and use regional versions. To block protocols. It's a very good question where this is exactly blocking it from. It's running Java 16. Java 16 can go up to 1.17. But Java 16 should still be joinable when you're using 1.17 if I'm not wrong. Server properties. Unless I'm completely off base here. 1.18 server version 1. Your players can connect with. If the server version is 1.9 plus.
Time to plug in the noisy keyboard.
They should be able to join on any version, which is. Reloads are buggy. Benching velocity. It could be just button. Could be a velocity issue. Let me find VA rewind and just add it real quick.
I have to stop your stream.
VA backwards. There, because this should be just joinable. Huh. I'm running a 1.10 to 1.16. This should be fully joinable. A slight annoyance. Let me see if it's a Bungie issue.
It's the block game.
Is it a native handler? Wait, let me see.
Funny block game.
I should be able to see if it's a native handler issue. Type an S there, or not. There it goes. And then join. Am I having a native error? I'm not having a native error.
Back to watching the railway stream while I Oh my god, if I keep yawning, I swear I'm going to commit some sort of legal crime. Don't laugh at me. I'll get your knees.
Yes, the wonderful, the fact that this is still...
I don't care how much you earn, pay your employees, Amazon. Let me watch my funny video. Thank you.
And we just down waterfall, waterfall, Bungie. Let me just update to the newest version of waterfall. Ugh. It shouldn't be an issue as much as I'm having. For server admins, download waterfall here. Well, I do not want to. I want to just run the waterfall. Yeah, fork for the Bungie server software.
Take a piss on my floor. Come on.
This also should fix the. Yeah, there goes API documentation. This should be what I need. Download. There we go. That should solve my issue. We're gonna hope that solves my issue because I don't actually remember off the top of my head. Rename this. Rename this to 2. Upload the previous version that we want to upload, which should, because it is running waterfall, or should be. There's comes in a type/version in a minute here. As soon as it's done uploading. There it is. It's not that big of an increase from 17 to 20. It's kind of large, but not that bad.
I got me fucking ranch salt.
You have an addiction, my love.
No, I don't.
Yes, you very much do. Okay. Let's pray that that works, because I don't normally do proxy servers properly. Well, if somebody does them for me. And it's about 12 p.m. for him. Well, it seems to be working fine. Are we able to join now? There we go. Fixed. Alright, fix it. That's... Yeah, that... Okay, so VA version isn't the issue at all. It's my proxy server having an issue. But yeah, that fixes 2 birds with 1 stone at least, because that's another issue I was having. Server. You have an addiction, my love.
No, don't. Just give me one thing for my birthday. That's all I want for my birthday. You want a simp for my birthday? Give me ranch salt.
Okay, so I'm gonna quickly pop over the screen over to Minecraft so we can kind of show what's going on here. If I do this, there's Minecraft, and then we'll just kind of cover up the current. Well, as soon as I go into full screen, how's that gonna change how big Minecraft is? Let me wait for that to show up on the stream because there's a slight delay. When I go full screen, what's it gonna look like? It's actually too big. Yeah, it's actually too big.
I shouldn't be allowed to do things on my own. I thought super glue were my eardrops, and I almost just dripped super glue into my ears.
Okay. Do I need to call an adult? You need an adult.
Both of my adults aren't home.
Darling, I love you. Help. Okay, well, that's pretty much as good as we're gonna get. SF, we're good. Alright, so I'll start off by showing off what SF is. SF is Slime Fun. It's normally a manager, but it also has its own type of stuff. For example, if I do... let me grab a guide. There it is. It also gives you one when you spawn in. You're able to see different weapons that are unlocked. You can unlock them with levels. Basically, this is meant to be a progression system, so that you're unable to get, like, everything. But there is a whole bunch of interesting stuff. For example, you have backpacks, medicine, vitamins, splint bandages. Those are all healing items. You can make a backpack. You can make a cooler, a measuring tape. This allows you to measure blocks, distances. It's kind of a cool concept. Basic machines. These are quite interesting. These are all the industrial-based things. These are all without a texture pack. They do not look as good as, say, Nova's texture pack, but they are definitely, in and of itself, pretty nice. There's all the dust here. I believe it... Yeah, there's all the dust here. And then you can search for an item because there's 2 pages of them. So if you need to find an item, you can do that. 9 karat gold, etc. This is the first thing we're starting off with looking at. Here's all the Christmas items they have. Christmas presents. And then a bunch of different Christmas items you can make. Magic armor, magic items. For example, ancient runes, broken spawners. And we get into technical components and miscellaneous items like just fertilizers and etc. So that's kind of the presence. They got talismans. They have a whole bunch of other stuff. Enter talismans. You can't even unlock these until you unlock the first ones, but they even have magical gauntlets. Like you can make an elytra. If you get elytra scales and air runes, you can make an elytra, which also solves the issue of elytra being quite difficult to get on a large server. And you can also make totems undying through a very complex crafting recipe. And even tridents are craftable through 2 nautilus shells, any other star, because it's not meant to be easy, 2 elemental staffs, and an alloy ingot. Okay, so that's the first big one. That also can have hundreds of add-ons. We'll next go into, like... I'm also just kind of, like, trying to teach people a little bit about how servers work at the same time. Basically, we'll next go into Essentials. Is pretty simple. Essentials is... help Essentials. If I can type. That would be amazing if I could type. Essentials pretty much adds a bunch of server-type things. It re-adds /game mode and all those commands. It adds stuff like God, which makes you immortal but doesn't take you out of survival. It adds kits, but those are pretty relevant to a server like this. You can set spawn if you have Essential Spawn installed. That's pretty nice. You can do stuff like depth. You can type TPO. You can TP people to you in a much more easable manner. So, for example, if you do type TP here, you just have to type someone else's name. But basically, that's the rough concept of it. But I believe, yeah, my Minecraft is showing probably. But yeah, let me increase my GUI scale. It's actually quite small right now, and my mouse for some reason has disappeared from existence. Okay. My mouse, this happened again. Okay, 1 second. Let me increase my GUI scale before I start putting my screen in full screen again, because otherwise my mouse disappears. There it goes. There's my GUI scale. Quite a bit up. There we go. So, quite a few things here. Essentials. Like I said, Essentials has a bunch of stuff. There's a bunch of stuff that's just random. I mean, you can type stuff /craft, but most of this stuff isn't really relevant. And there's stuff like balances. Help hop's an interesting command. I can just send a message to all admins online, so that if you need like help for something. Alright. The next one. Yeah, let's touch on brewery, which is the alcohol plugin. Okay. Brewery info. I'm currently not drunk. Oh my. Brewery drink? What's the recipe? Okay, so we have a bunch of recipes here. So here's all the recipes that are also integrated into Slime Fun's manager. And here's all the recipes. You can, let me, quality of 5 on Braden Pikachu. I'm going to give myself a dark beer. My drunkenness level is low, but I have poison because it wasn't a very good quality drink. If I give myself a quality 10, my drunkenness will increase by a bit, but I will not have many negative effects as I get murdered by a zombie. Did Nova enable properly? Nova did not work on this version yet. Nova is not ported over to 1.18. I am very much being influenced by the drunkenness, though. Protocol lib is just a support thing, and placeholder API is also another support thing. Alcohol in my Minecraft? Yes. You know, we're not telling Mojang about this. It's fine. But yes, alcohol. It's actually just Kool-Aid, man. It's just Kool-Aid. It's just Kool-Aid for adults. That's just don't worry about it. But there's a whole bunch of different drinks there. Nova is not ported over yet, so I can't demonstrate that one off fully. What is this? What is this is also like, it's meant to be like somewhat like too many items. Well, the too many items like hover thing. So if I what is this? And then what is this help? Is it toggle click? Right click. Okay, so if I click on a block, am I missing a plugin? Plugman. I don't have plugman on the server. I think I might be missing something here. Info. Because this should have put something somewhere. But apparently it didn't. Oh, but okay. Well, he exploded. We're off to a great start here. What are the coordinates of that part of that seed you wanted me to look at? To double check if it's the right seed. You there?
What?
The coordinates for the thing you wanted me to check?
They're in the pin.
It's not very easy for me to exit out.
Okay, 595.
TP 595.
71.
71.
42.
42. And before we type that, we're going to go into creative before we die from fall damage, probably.
I think
nice.
I put it in a safe spot.
There should be, if you want to look at my stream real quick. I have my GAM on max, so it would not have the, also the world's not fully loaded into the same extent yours was. It is a server-based software.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, this is it. So, what I can do now is solve the issue that you had earlier, and just go right over here and type set spawn. There you go. That's done. Okay. Let's see what else we should probably add. Well, if it's a semi-public SMP, it would probably need something like a plot system so that people can't mine in other people's clans. Clans? Lands? Whatever it may be. Oh goodness, claims plugin Spigot. Spigot is an interesting community. I know some people like 30Virus have their own opinion on it due to the fact that he's been selling plugins on there, but overall, the fact that it is the largest ability of basically, how do I put this? The largest amount of plugins in the best place. I'm going to be honest, even if you don't really agree with it, it is the best place to find plugins. It is the largest community by a long shot. As I struggle to find one for 1.18, because this is the issue. I really do not want to get into Grief Defender, because Grief Defender is not cheap. I might be able to compile it, though. This is definitely not going to work on 1.8. Wait, yeah, no, it's not going to work on 1.18. I physically do not think there is a grief protection plugin for 1.18 that isn't Grief Defender, which is very expensive. Not very expensive, but I normally recommend people not use plugins that require a significant amount of money. I'm going to try Ultimate Clans on here. I don't think it'll work. I don't think Ultimate Clans is going to work properly, but we're going to see if it works properly on 1.18. I don't believe that Ultimate Clans is updated to this version, though. We're going to hope, though. Because I might just have to skip out on adding anything like that. Because I kind of can't get around it if no one's had any updates for it. Oh yeah, and I definitely need Plugman. Plugman is a very nice plugin. It makes it so you can reload a plugin or load a plugin, either reload or load a plugin. Without having to restart the entire server. It is probably one of the singular best plugins, honestly, ever. I mean, it's probably the most useful plugin. Even though it can have major issues, you should never reload major plugins. For example, anything that modifies your world should never be reloaded with Plugman because it will break. So any plugin that customizes the world. So we added Plugman X, Ultimate Claims is there. I can even just scroll through Spigot as much as I'm giving them technically free publicity. You can just kind of look at stuff that people might want on here. Border API, that's kind of relevant. This, I'll report later. Server tools, module server management. And the server tools plugin. Works, features included holograms, anti-crafting, aliases, auto. This is probably one of a better plugin, but I don't really agree with some of the fact that it's just kind of replacing Essentials, or it's meant to be replacing Essentials, which is... Essentials is too supported to be replaced, which I think a lot of people who try and replace Essentials do not want to realize or accept, is the fact that Essentials can't really be replaced because too many people support it. So it's kind of an issue. I guess I can... Survey Plus is eh. Survey Plus is an interesting plugin for using. Oh goodness, Survey Plus is an interesting plugin for trying to get feedback from players in game. I don't really see anything that's going to be too relevant to this type of server. Player warps, they're not really too relevant. I may let somebody use set 1 home in their claims, and that's even debatable, because then you start to get into, like, changing Minecraft as actual, like, feelings in and of itself. And then I don't want to really do. I will add this, because this should be on every server. And if it's not on every server, shame on the server owner. Core Protect is universal logging and rollback potential. It can roll back griefed builds. It can roll back corrupted chunks. Well, it can attempt to roll back corrupted chunks. That one's not 100% set in stone. We are going to restart real quick. I automatically go back to my hub because of the fact that I was working on this project. This server in general is a very long work in progress that I've been working on for months. I hope to release at least Skyblock on it, which is a custom Skyblock with dragons and stuff, and basically takes Hypixel Skyblock kind of concept and mixes it with like RuneScape. Not really RuneScape. More like Skyrim. Mix it with like Skyrim or Genshin or World of Warcraft, and then does that. So I am going to quickly leave this like this, even though it's technically blocking part of the screen, because we don't really have to worry about anything here. Oh, okay, actually, Ultimate Claims worked on this version. I'm pleasantly surprised. Huh. It did work. Huh. That's nice. It's actually, like, really nice. I gotta add holographic displays real quick, though, because it is a requirement to work properly. Holographic displays. Holographic displays are these weird holograms. They look pretty much, they look like this. And that's kind of a small image. That's what holographic displays look like. You've countlessly seen hologram plugins on servers. Almost every server has a hologram plugin. December 4th, so this latest version should support 1.18. Once we restart with this, I should be able to show back on and show you a claiming system that I added. And then I can also demonstrate a few more things. There we go. But yes. What are you up to? What are you up to?
About to gonna ask my dad if he can send me enough money to have one of the little thingies dropped off from fucking the store, because I really want broccoli and cheddar soup all of a sudden. But for safety reasons, I can't go walk to my local supermarket or market. Sucks.
You just randomly started craving broccoli and...
Yes.
Okay. Love you.
I got an ad for it.
Got an ad for it.
Fucking Panera. I don't even want Panera bread. Okay, technically I want Panera breads because I want the fucking... It's like only $5.
You're fine. Love you.
Pain in the friggin' arse.
Let's see, we have an internal error. Does this just not actually work on 1.18? Plugin command execute check command input string error under a plugin execute. It very much does not like working on 1.18 as much as the fact that it loaded, because that's an issue with the raw packets that it tries to send. Because
my DoorDash account, you
bitch. The way that they did packets changed, so that's not going to work. So we're back to our original theory. Yep, we're back to our original issue. We do have can show off plugmin. This just allows you to list all your plugins properly. You can see what it requires.
Can I order food from DoorDash?
Can I?
Like, no, but like.
What do you mean? Define can I?
Like, can you order food from stores off of DoorDash?
Yes, nowadays. Holographic displays are refusing to enable properly, even though it says it supports up to 1.18. No, it doesn't. It says it supports up to 1.17.
What do you mean it's closed? It's not closed. Don't lie to me.
It very much does not support 1.18. Alright, well, that's kind of the issue I was fearing I was going to run into. But...
Son of a bitch.
Alright, well, we're going to do some optimizations, and then we're going to probably, maybe just start playing the server. I mean, kind of have no reason not to start playing it with a my group of friends and do some testing and possibly do that testing on stream. So, we're going to quickly try to do some optimizations real quick.
How the hell do I do those stupid little fucking robots that we see driving around town? How do I
do not know what company owns those.
fucking Save Mart?
Server is restarting. Well, I could change some of those commands if I want it to look a little bit better, but I don't really care. Hopper amount. Hanging to... nope. Item despawn rate. That's fine. Energy tracking. For my own sense of sanity, that's going to go down a ton. War community, flying monsters, max animals per tick, animals every, max monsters per tick, max villagers per tick. Because of the fact of the item transferring thing, I am going to decrease the time between hopper checks by making them 4 times slower than normal. So that should make less of an issue with, oh goodness.
How does Save Mart not have this?
They probably are out. I don't care about logging people's IPs. I don't. That can be set to false, because I don't care. Max joins per tick. This is just going to be increased for my sense of sanity later, because I've had issues with that. Book page. No written books. I learned my mistake. We're just not going to have open books. Async chunks are something... I'm going to set the packet limit up a little bit higher too. Increasing packet limits causes players time out less. Because what happens is it drops the packet, which can kicks people out of the server. Treasure maps return already discovered. That shouldn't be the case. Iron golems can spawn in air. I believe iron golems can spawn in air in normal Minecraft. Am I wrong? Can iron golems... Anyone know if iron golems spawn in air in normal Minecraft? Because... Oh, this needs to be increased to 32. Optimize explosions? Sure. Prevent moving into unloaded chunks? Also true. Now this is where I get into territory where I have to debate what I'm doing. Per player mob spawns is the idea that if 10 players are in a chunk, it'll spawn 10 times more mobs because there's 10 players in that chunk. On one hand, that sounds like a good idea. On the other hand, it's not. Because let's say that 3 of those players are AFK. Well, we have an issue there. Yeah. Disable spawner egg transformations. True. Disable unloaded. No, I'm not going to remove those. Disable end credits. Yeah, I kind of have to. Disable cat chest detection. Fix carrying the discount exploit. Yep. Spawn chancellor. Yep. Yep. And I'm not enabling anti-X-ray. It's so laggy. Max grow height for things. Doesn't really matter. Despawn ranges. This I'm going to decrease as much as I hate doing it. 2400. We'll change it to 2400. That will make the server infinitely less laggy. Underground water mobs. I'll just quickly change all these to 24100. And I'll keep water ambient that, and then 24100. Rusted ice enable. Yep. Loot tables auto replenish. There's another one where I have to debate myself. Strict player reboot. I guess I could do this. Well, I'm gonna leave that there for now. Mobs can always pick up loot. I guess I would make Minecraft slightly more difficult if mobs could just pick up loot, just in general. Then again, if keep inventory is going to be on in some sort of capacity, it would be a... Yeah, that'd be an issue. I'm going to add at least at the moment, a 5,000 mob cap to mob spawns in general. And that should be it. All right. That should be it for the base optimizations needed. At least for now. You want to hop on? Or you having your food crisis? Darling?
Hold on, I figured out how to use this little fucking robots.
On a mission for your freaking... Man, you have a really bad craving, don't you?
Fuck!
What'd you say?
They closed. They stopped delivering at 8.
Sorry, darling.
Damn it.
Sorry.
I found the app. I found out what brand the fucking little robots are. I found their app, man.
Sorry, hon. Might set up a server. Doesn't have all the add-ons yet, but they'll be added later. Because I can't do them all yet. But there's a lot of them. So, you want to play? Or no?
1 second.
Sorry.
What? No, you're fine. I'm not allowed to understand this.
I need a decent texture pack. I don't have any good decent texture packs for 1.18. I'm about to put like a 1.17 or like a 1.16 texture pack on it. It'll be like slightly probably messed up, but whatever. I very much do not have a good texture pack for this version. I also love the fact that my mouse cursor doesn't work on this version. This isn't new. This is a thing it does now. Yeah, I guess it's just what it does nowadays. Yeah, my mouse doesn't work. My mouse cursor go burr. It gone. It won. What are you doing? Darling?
I want this soup.
Jeez, honey.
I want the soup. How much is shipping? I want the soup.
Are you okay?
Soup.
You're starting to sound like a crack addict.
I want soup. I'm hungry.
Your determination to try and get the soup is almost admirable, if not a little bit disquieting.
Huh?
I said your admiration to try and get the soup is almost admirable if it's not slightly disquieting.
I mean, it's frightening.
Disquieting.
Oh.
I should probably go in the Discord and see if anyone wants to play.
I'll join in a second. I'm just...
Let me see, is anyone in the Discord? Eh, just Hyper and Zuck. Zump. And... send that message. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, well, I'm gonna probably wait a second or two, and then if you want to get on, I'll start with you. No. Well, I might actually end the stream there. Because I am gonna probably have to go eat in a minute here. But if anyone's still watching, it'd be greatly appreciated if you subscribed. I will post the entire vid up in a little bit with the full just the entirety of it. I might also post a edited VOD later at some point in time, but that is probably where I'm gonna have to call it for today. Hope anyone that's still watching enjoyed, and hope you guys subscribe, and see you guys in the next one. Bye.